Hey guys, what's going on? Jay Funk here, and this is the first of many commentaries that I'm going to do for Eternal Palace, and try to give some Windwalker commentary and where you're supposed to be looking for on the fights, and play-by-play of what we're doing. I wasn't near the first three bosses, but I haven't gotten good kill footage of those yet. Once I do, I might do those. Unfortunately for Orgazoa, we 3-tanked it, and I was one of the 3 tanks. If I ever DPS that fight, I will try to make a commentary for that. Yeah. Get started, I guess. So, starts out, I want to mention that I am running, for our first kill here, I'm running Almaton Strife Major, Crucible Minor. The reason for that is that this fight is a 3-tank fight. We use 3 tanks. We have a Prot Warrior, Blood DK, and a Brewmaster Monk. I found that consistently healing the Prot Warrior and Blood DK was pretty easy on this fight, which led to big reverse harm damage. Up to like 9 to like 11% of my damage overall. So how I healed them with it was I had 2 macros. I had, those will be down in the description if you want them. I had a at Rothgar's, just like that would cast it at Rothgar's if he was in range, which is the blood DK. And I had a second one, which was to heal the target of my target. So, anyways, how I healed. Started here and see what we're looking at here. So immediately I'll Tiger's Lust myself, and I'll do Tiger Palm, Reverse Harm, Tiger Palm to get up to 6G, then Death, POD, RSK, Electronic Blast, Histophere. I also activated Karma there, so that I could stand in the Coral and proc Karma early. I do Rolling Dragon Punch towards the end of my SCF, get the Rolling Dragon Punch bug, and a pretty decent opener. So I'm trying to heal the tank here. I think I just wait a second. I think I end up healing Rothgar's, I believe. Yeah, I heal up Rothgar's because he just got done soaking. He comes back. I heal up Rothgar's arm. So here, about 20 or so, 40 seconds in, there's the first brownie bubbles. So I'm trying to save my Rolling Dragon Punch for these so I can cleave as much as possible. Your goal as Windwalker is try to like cleave and AoE the bubbles while also hitting Ashvane. If I have Fist of Fury up, then what I would do is I would target Ashvane with Fist of Fury while cleaving the bubbles secondary. I pop right here. I will pop Diffuse Magic just as like the big bubble starts to come in, mitigate that. Just trying to heal as much as possible. Here's the first Arcing Azurites. I don't get it, so I'm just trying to DPS the boss here. Possible. Then the next set of brownie bubbles are going to be coming out soon. I'm trying to save anything that I get. That probably should have saved that Crackling proc there for that, but fine. I'm waiting here, and I roll in last second, rolling Dragon Punch. You'll see I use Fist of Fury. I target Ashvane first, target her, that she's the primary target on the damage. Then I kill everything else. Second set of Arcing Azurite. My Touch of Karma comes off cooldown. I stand in the Coral and start DPSing her. The reason I do this is because I want to get as much damage on her while she's exposed as possible, because we were trying to get her to 35% on the third exposed, so that she'll be an execute. 2 minutes come off cooldown. I use them. At this point, we're just trying to live. And I believe on this one, our Blood DK is going to soak all the bubbles, and after he soaks all these bubbles, he's going to die. So that does eliminate a target for reverse harm, but since we have a Prot Warrior is still a really good target to heal on this fight. They're always going to be missing health. The Master and the Hand is probably the worst target to heal, just because they're just hard to heal because they're constantly being healed. Okay, set of bubbles here. I wait, cast to finish, then I'll roll in and I'll use Dragon Punch again. I'm trying to have Rolling Dragon Punch up for every single one of the bubbles. So here we use Barrier. 5 these bubbles. They actually die. Our Blood DK does die a little bit early. We have to soak some of these. Soak the big bubble a little bit. I stand in Coral again to proc Touch of Karma. Extra damage. I think here I try to save this crane kick proc for the bubbles. Yep. But what happens is I saved something, but then everyone uses immunity, so I got nothing out of that. So it is important to know if people are going to be using these or not. Here I use diffuse magic. We use Spirit Link Totem. We're fine. We're looking golden. She's exposed. At this point, we're just trying to. Now on this exposed phase, we're trying to get it to 35% or lower. Activate execute effects. That's our goal. Here I don't get Arcing Azurite again. I got pretty lucky this attempt. I didn't get Arcing Azurite very much. So I'm basically just trying to focus on doing damage as much as possible. 2 minutes come off cooldown. I kind of just go in here. Second pot. Electronic. Then I roll into place to cleave any Ronnie bubbles that are up. Fine. Ideally, I would have put my spirit on the bubble, I think. I think if I put my spirit on the bubble there, it'll be Ashvane anyway, and it'll cleave both. But this is our first kill. On our second kill this week, I used rank 3 CLF as a mage against Life Force, which I think is about as good or better than Reverse Arm. I think later on in progression, when it's harder to heal the tanks, it'll be a better option to pick. More consistent, easier to manage. But for this one, Reverse Arm felt really strong. So we get it to 32.3%. It's very good. We're very far ahead in damage. All we need to do now is live through this phase. One thing you'll notice coming up here is that we're going to preemptively battle res our Blood Decay. And when a certain wave happens, I believe it's the wave after this one, he'll resurrect and immediately get pain suppression, because when you die, you still keep the stacks of the bubbles. When you res, you'll still take the bubble damage. So he needs to get a pain suppression immediately. So when he gets res, he takes pain suppressions, AMS, pops all his cooldowns, he speed pots, and just runs around and collects all the bubbles for it. You'll see here he reses, collects all the bubbles that he possibly can from this one before he dies. It looks like here he gets majority, if not all, of the bubbles. Very good for us. And then immediately dies right afterwards. Just perfect. It's exactly what he's supposed to do. But all we're trying to do here, the rest of us are just trying to survive and get the boss into burn phase. If you do that, gold. We're going to lust here to break the shield faster to get into the phase, because we realize that we're super far ahead in terms of damage for final phase. All we need to do is survive. Here I get accidentally clipped by an upsurge, but it's fine. I end up surviving. Try to cleave down these bubbles as fast as possible. I make a mistake there. I should have used Fist of Fury. I had a little bit of a panic moment. Should have used Fist of Fury there, but I was waiting for my cooldown so I can use everything. I'm just trying to heal the tank as much as possible. There we go. So you see how much value I'm getting out of Reverse Arm here. I'm healing the tank off cooldown basically, resulting in huge damage. Okay, we break the shield here, and at this point we're just trying to burn. So at this point, if anyone gets Arcing Azurite in this last phase, we're not trying to break Coral. Well, you want to break Coral, but in this last phase it doesn't matter, because if she hardens up after this last phase, she'll enrage. So the fight's over anyway. So if anyone gets off a ranged here, gets Arcing Azurite on a melee, they're going to come into melee and stand near their partner. The reason for this is Arcing Azurite works to beat players. It doesn't go through, just between the two. Trying to prevent any incidental cleave. That does a lot of damage. So here, we get the final set of bubbles. We do have a bit of a panic moment here, I believe, in comms, where our tank says to kill the boss, and then our other officer player tells us to kill the bubbles. I think we end up cleaving the bubbles down anyway, but yeah, this is basically it. This is the final stretch. We get her down. We need to survive. The carapace is in 3 seconds. You need to kill her here, and we end up getting it. So that's pretty much the fight. Hope you liked. Hope that kind of helps. Help describe what you should be doing. The fight's not too bad from a Windwalker's perspective. It's just a lot of cooldown management. On future kills, I'll probably just stick with Condensed Life Force and then Crucible Miner. I think that's better overall and easier to play. When you use Condensed Life Force, you just on the second usage of Condensed Life Force, you just want to have a Storm with Fire Charge. But anyways, hopefully you guys like this. Hopefully it helps out, and hopefully I can do more of these in the future. more kills if we get Queen's Court down. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.